Oftentimes when we think about women in the workforce, a historical moment we turn to is the image of Rosie Riveter holding up her muscle, saying, "We can do it." This historical image refers to a moment during World War II where men went off to war and women left their homes in order to enter the workforce in droves. However, what happened when the men came home?
I am the co-owner of Boda Park.
I am a supervisor in Los Angeles County for the 3rd District.
My position at Kurasa is Chief Marketing Officer.
At Mount St. Mary's, I am the interim director of the Center for the Advancement of Women, and I also teach in our film, media, and social justice program.
Since I was very young, in Mexico City, there was this big store that was called Liverpool. My mom would take me shop there. And I was mesmerized by all of the different things that they had and that they sold. And I thought, one day I'm gonna own a store. I always also thought that, you know, being successful meant that I was gonna work in a very tall building and I was gonna carry a suitcase and I'm gonna sign a lot of checks. I don't know why, as a child, I thought that that was success. Well, fast forward 30 years later, I'm actually working at a tall building. I don't carry a suitcase because I'm a little bit more feminine than that. I actually carry a purse and I sign a lot of checks.
I think when I was in school, and I was someone who was extremely interested in how the intersection of race and gender shows up on screen, there wasn't like a class for that. And at this time, this was like before the Oscar So White movement. This was before like all of the energy that we have now that's amazing around like why representation is important. When I would tell other people about my work, they would be like, oh, of course you're interested in that, right? Like, of course that matters to you. Like it wasn't important, like it didn't matter, and it made me feel that way, right? So I meet this sister, Sister J-Bro, and I start telling her about my work, and she's like, oh my God, that's amazing. She was like, I like you, you get it. So when I lived with the sisters for a year and then found out that they had a film, media, and social justice program, it was like the marriage of the two things that I loved the most, right? Like, how do I be in an environment that empowers women to be all that they can be? And how do I teach in a space that really understands the crucial intersection of how race and gender in the media impact society as a whole?
I knew that from a very early age that it was important for me to speak up and to sort of call out if I saw something going on that wasn't right. I'm very comfortable using my voice to solve problems and try and help people. And I learned when I was in college that I was able to navigate the bureaucracy on our college campus to help solve problems.